Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for joining us for another EdTech Tuesdays with ATIMS and friends. This particular one will be hosted by Dr. Walker, sparking student engagement with Blooket. So I'm glad you all were able to join us today. Let's go over this real quick. If you have not had an opportunity to check out some of the other sessions that we have coming up, we had one last Tuesday, which was dealing with the ViewSonic whiteboard. We did two for the kickoff of the month of September, and we will host one every second Tuesday up until May. So if you see another one that you like, if not, tell someone so they can tell someone so they can join us throughout our journey of EdTech Tuesdays with Alabama Technology Motion Specialists and friends. These are just a few that we have here going on now. So we have one the first semester and the second semester. And I put that information in the chat. We're also hosting now TIM Talks, it's Technology and Motion Talks. It's a podcast where we talk to State Department members as well as technology and motion specialists ourselves. We have conversations, meaningful conversations, and also to make you aware of some of the initiatives that are going on around the state that you may not be aware of, to make you more aware of those things. And again, we'll share that information with you in the chat. First of all, I want to say once again, thank you all for joining us today. We have a few meeting norms. We are all learners. While we may have a different level of understanding of the topics, we're all able to learn from one another. We want you to be fully present. Our schedules are always busy, but it is important to take time to participate in professional learning. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon after hours. Thank you for that. We work together, we collaborate to maximize our impact on student achievement and success. Every child, every chance, every day is a non-negotiable. My name is Pernell Allen. I'm the Alabama Technology and Motion Specialist, housed at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB. Go Blazers. That's my contact information down there if you need to get in contact with me. We have two email addresses. One goes to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the other one is the ATIM email address. Those other universities you see over there to the left are where other ATIM specialists are housed. And we have, I consider him a colleague and a friend, Dr. Walker at Alabama State University, who will be presenting today. And those are the areas in which the LEAs in which I serve in Region 5. But without any further ado, I'm going to jump off and allow Dr. Walker to introduce himself and take over from here.
All right. Thank you so much for that amazing intro. Pernell, you're awesome. As a friend of mine as well. I'm Dr. Stephen Walker from Alabama Technology and Motion. I'm from Region 8, the Alabama State University Go Hornets. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen at this time so we can begin talking about one of my favorite EdTech tools, Blooket. All right. Go ahead and share. All right. So I don't know about you all, but I absolutely love Blooket, especially for student engagement within the classroom. It is great for that formative assessment and also getting ready for informative assessment as well, while gamifying it and adding a twist into it. So that's what we're going to focus on today. And guess what? You will have an opportunity to go against yourselves in one of these games that I love on here called Gold Rush or Gold Quest. And you're going to get an Amazon gift card prize or opportunity to get one. First prize will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. Second place will receive a $15 gift card. And third place will receive a $5 Amazon gift card, all delivered via virtual to you. All right, so I do want to add a little competition to it, make it competitive in nature, because that's what it is. Students enjoy that competitive edge, and it adds a whole dynamic to your classroom that adds some fun into the actual teaching and training as well. All right. Once again, we're talking about Blooket. EdTech Tuesdays with ATIM and friends. Our session outcomes and objectives for today include exploring and navigating through the Blooket website. I'm going to take you through the Blooket website, how to navigate it, what does it look like, some of the options that you have to choose from. We're going to search and locate Blookets to utilize within your subject matter. So if you know what Kahoot is, who doesn't? Okay, if you know what Quiz is, you're able to search within those websites to find content already created for your subject area or subject matter, which is great. That makes it relevant to you and able to use in your classrooms right now if you wanted to. All right. And finally, we're going to launch and participate in a Blooket game mode, which is just so fun, especially when you're doing it amongst teachers. Y'all are just so competitive. It is so shocking to me. I had no idea teachers could be so competitive when you're playing for the Amazon gift cards. All right. But with your students, you want to give them incentives as well. When they play for things, give them things like boost them up and have them eager and excited to play as well. It's different. All right. Moving on. Of course, my name is Dr. Stephen Walker from the In-Service Center Region 8. That's ASU. And this is my contact information displayed as well if you would like to reach me. And I will go back to that as well if need be. I do serve these regions, or Region 8, with the following LEAs, as you see on the screen, to include Otago, Dallas, Lowndes, Montgomery, Mount Mexico Facility, Perry County, Pike Road, Selma City, Wilcox, Lee, Life, and Breakthrough Charter Schools as well. So if you are within this list, I am your ATIM person for Region 8, and I would love to come to your school and offer in-class instruction for your students on robotics, Ozobots, Bebots, whatever you would like to have in your classroom. I help offer that as well. All right, here's my plug. All right, so what is Blooket exactly? According to Google, Blooket is an exciting new take on the modern classroom review game. It aims to match action with education to create the ultimate learning experience. All right, big words. All right, so now we're about to get started. Welcome to the world of Blooket. It's a new take on trivia and review game. The way it works is that a teacher picks a question set and unique game mode. So you will find that question set, you will search for it within the website. Let's say you're doing addition, subtraction, or if you're doing ELA, if you're doing verbs, nouns, or science, scientific method, whatever subject you have, there's a Blooket already made. Guarantee you that. All right. So you can just launch it with your students. Then you will generate a code that players can use to join that game on their device. If your students have Chromebooks, they have iPads, if any kind of device, they should be able to utilize it to play Blooket. They use it the same way they use with Kahoot. Okay. You put the code in, then you're locked into the session, and they play the game that way. So after the game starts, players will answer questions to help them win. That's where the fun starts. There are a variety of game modes attached to Blooket, and that's the twist. All right. So at this time, we're going to get started. Pernell, if you would in the chat, just place blooket.com because that's the website we're going to utilize today, just in case they don't know. And this is what it's going to look like. So I would like for you to follow me along so you can actually get the gist of it. And also towards the end, we will play one of the games so you can see what it looks like if you haven't been exposed to it. And once again, you have an opportunity to win an Amazon gift card with you first, second, and third place winner. All right. So once again, we're going to go to blooket.com. All right. That's BLOKET.com.
You can also find it in the chat as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yes, you can find it in the chat as well. You can click on that link and it should take you to the web browser directly to that website. All right. So I'll give you a minute to get there. So we're all there. .com, BLOKET.com. All right. And you can feel free to put a thumbs up in the chat and say, I'm here. That's fine. And we can acknowledge that so we can move on as well. All right. So this is the main web page that you're welcome to with Blooket. So when you go to blooket.com, keep in mind, this is what the students will do. When they have their Chromebooks or devices, you just tell them to go to blooket.com. That's it. All right. So your students will go to blooket.com and all they will do is click join a game. Okay. So later on, when we get ready to play the game, this is what you're going to have to do. So pay attention. All right. So once again, the students go to blooket.com, they click join a game. And you notice when I click that, it asks for a game ID. Now, you're not going to have that right now, but I'm going to show you how to provide that once we start looking into lessons and finding different things. So you can launch them that way. All right. But that's what the student would do. They would go to blooket.com. They would click on join a game and enter the game ID. And that's all they do from there. All right. And as far as teachers are concerned, you have two buttons, which is included with log in and sign up. You can sign up with a Google account if your district use that, or you can use a personal email, whichever kind of email you have, it does accept it. All right. I'm going to click on log in, and you will see it automatically boosting me past the login screen because I'm automatically logged in with my Google account. You'll be able to select from your Google account and you'll be greeted with this screen. Okay. So this screen, and if you have any questions, please be sure just to let us know. Good job. I see the thumbs up. Within this screen, this is called your home screen. Okay. You will be welcome to your sets. Now, this is a set that I created for the Ozobots because they're one of my favorite robots. When I do my ATIM thing in the schools, I always bring the Ozobots and do them with the students. I've created a whole set for Blooket within the Ozobots themselves, and I use this to do Blooket games as well. As a teacher, you're welcome to this screen. Now, you can either create a Blooket from scratch, like you have time to do that. Some of you might have time to sit there and create a Blooket, and if you do, good for you. For those of you who do not, there's a button right here that says Discover, okay? So for the first time you log in, you're welcome to the home screen. You can click on Discover to start searching for a set to launch with your students. Now, I'm going to ask one of you in the chat. I want you to give me a topic that you would like to utilize with your students if you were going to play this game in your class. It could be anything. So I'll give you a second. Somebody type in the chat, hey, we're doing this in math, we're doing this in ELA, we're doing this in social studies. Just give me a subject, give me a topic that you're teaching right now. Oh, counting coins. I love that. Geometry. Oh, y'all starting off back with the rough stuff. I'm just playing. All right, it's coins. Let's do coins. If I type in coins and hit enter, you'll see that there's coins, okay? But yeah, let me specify that you just said counting coins. Counting coins. All right. So here's a chapter 7 review from Go Math. I think we all know what Go Math is, but this Blooket is centered around that, which is counting coins. Then you have other ones already created. Let's talk money, identifying coins and value. All right. You have a whole plethora of different types of things that you can choose from that are centered around counting coins. Okay. So, and you can see how many questions each set has as well. So for instance, if I clicked on this one with 21 questions, you see the questions in advance and you can actually look at them and make sure that they are appropriate and correct. Because remember, these are generated by people such as ourselves and we might have a mistake. So always double check the sets before you launch it within the Blooket game itself. All right. So here are the questions. What's the name of this coin? Okay. Of course, you have a dime. What is the value of this coin? That'll be 25 cents as a quarter. Okay. What's the name of this coin? So that looks like a pretty fair coin game if you're counting coins. Okay. This is more of identifying. But just to give you an example of what that actually is, you can click on this button right here and it can narrow it down a little bit. You can do minimum questions and you can do minimum plays as well. All right. If I scroll down and you find one about identifying coins or counting money, you can launch that one with your students. Here's one, counting money review, 25 questions. It's like the same. Once you get down further, it asks how much is the dollar worth. Fill in the blank. The blank of every coin and dollar has a face on it, how much money is shown. Here's your counting aspect, how much money is shown, and they have to identify that. And I'm sure it's multiple choice, okay? So you can always look at a set, you can review a set before you launch it with your students in class. Now, when I'm reviewing, you have some options. Let's say you like this set. I can show the answers. They already got it for you, and you can make sure that they're correct. Each question gets 30 seconds, and it's already set. Now, if you wanted to host this particular one with your class, let's say you're doing a counting coin activity, and I wanted to do a Blooket game centered around this, what you would do is click on host, okay? So when you click host, it's going to actually launch it for the whole class to play. Now, you do have solo, and you have assigned homework. Assigned homework gives you a separate link or a separate option that they can play asynchronously away from you, okay? So you can even see who offered this. You can favorite it and save it. So it's now in your favorites, or you can copy it and create your own with it. All right, so let's say I want to launch this. I'm going to click on host. And so this is what separates Blooket from Kahoot, from Quiz Hits for some of the other things that you utilize, okay? You have game modes, and I'm going to tell you, these game modes, a lot of them are just pure blast to play, and it's different because you have a lot of different things to choose from. Because I see some of the things in the tech, finance, finite math, Microsoft Office, they have Blookets already created around those topics, all right? So I'm going to go game by game. This is one of my personal favorites, and this is the one that we're going to play live today to see who's going to win that Amazon gift card first, second, or third place prize. This is called Gold Quest, all right? High school, middle school, elementary students alike tend to love Gold Quest because it gives them an element, and I hate to say it, but it gives an element of kind of stealing from each other. Now, this is the only time it's good to teach your students, I'm just playing, don't do that. But what Gold Quest does is actually say, hey, you answer a question, you get a chest as a power-up, and you can either take gold from somebody, get a power-up, or you have some gold taken from yourself. So it's a game of chance, all right? You can see it right here. Each one is going to have a description, look, speed and look, player limits, build your riches in this chaotic mode by answering questions to earn gold and take it from others, okay? So next you have crypto hack. My middle school and high school students, they love crypto hack. Even 4th and 5th grade love crypto hack. So basically they have to guess each other's passwords, which actually talks about internet safety. It ties it in. It says answer questions to mine crypto and hack others by infiltrating their defenses to steal their riches. So at the beginning of the game, every student has to pick a pre-made password hard enough for somebody not to guess. Now, when they answer questions, you get an opportunity to guess. So if they guess the correct password of somebody in their class, they get to infiltrate their stuff, hack them, and steal their gold that way. All right. So then you have fishing frenzy. It's great for the younger ones. They can cast out a line and answer questions to reel in the biggest fish in the sea. You have a good tower defense game, self-explanatory. They focus and strategize to survive. They say, hey, let's build up our tower defense by answering questions, earning gold. It's strategy. You have Monster Brawl, okay? Moving around the map, collecting XP, and your students, a lot of them play the games on the Xbox and the PlayStation, different things like that. Fortnite kind of gets you in the mind of that. You have deceptive dinos, okay? You can excavate fossils and watch for cheaters. Become a top paleontologist. Guess what? If you're talking about this in science one day, paleontology, this is a great way to fit it in through Blooket. There's some content already created that you can launch and do this game with them. It is fun to answer questions and find fossils, but make sure no one is cheating. Now, Battle Royale is another favorite of mine. What it does is take your whole classroom and pit them together 1v1. So it automatically randomly selects 2 students to battle it out against each other. Whoever answers quicker and correct when you take a life from that student. When that student's lives are gone, then the last 2 will be battling out in front of your classroom to see who will win. But the great thing about this is the students who are eliminated still are prompted to ask questions. So they're not just sitting there on the side just mad because they got eliminated. You have original tower defense, and you have a couple other games on here as well, such as Cafe, Order It Up. They can create food for customers. Factory with the Blookets, they can earn money to unlock other Blue characters, and you will see that when you get to select your Blue character when I launch the game. You have typical racing. This is a simple one. You get to see who's answering the questions correctly, accurately, and you can see who's going to come in first place by keeping up with the little racing Blookets. Then you have Blue Rush as well. It's a strategical scramble game. And finally, you have Classic. Looks just like a hoop, and that's basically what it is. It's just a classic version of that. You also see assigned homework. So you want to sign it, like I said, asynchronously. You can do that as well. All right? So if I click on Gold Quest, I click Host. That's how you actually launch the game. Now you will see Counting Money Review, okay? So I selected the Counting Money, remember? I can host it by doing a time. The game ends after a certain time is set or gold. Now with this game, I suggest doing time because they're going to earn that gold really quick and it's going to end the game quickly. So you have 7 minutes. You have other settings as well, such as show instructions, allow late joining. If you have a student that comes in late or gets disconnected, they can rejoin. Random names, and also allow student accounts as well, okay? Are there any questions so far about selecting game modes and finding content to actually launch? Second. That.
Don't see anything in the chat, Doc.
All right, perfect. All right, must mean I'm doing a pretty good job explaining it, Doc.
You are. Did well.
Right.
Awesome job.
Appreciate it. All right, so once again, okay, when you go to Blooket.com, you are welcome with their home screen. You log in, and you can log in with Google. I want to find a set. I click on Discover, and then you search for a set here, and then you can launch it with your students. So today, I'm going to search for a fun set. I'm not going to bust your brain because you've already been in school all day long. So we're going to play a fun set. Before we do that, I want to go down the side and look at some other options that we have available, okay? So you have Discover, and this is where you search for sets. Then you have My Sets. These are where your sets are collected, the ones that you actually create yourselves. They show up right here. Then you have Favorites, okay? So you remember that little star that you can click on when you find that set that you really like? You can start, and it will show up right here in this Favorites. There's the Counting Money Review. That's the one I just favorited, okay? So from this screen, you can actually start unfavorite it, you can view it, or you can move it into a separate folder if you want to make folders for your actual Blookets. I can assign it as homework, or I can host it from right here, okay? You will see some of the ones I've done in the past. I've done sales. This was a high school science course. We did name that logo one day just for fun, computational thinking. When I do my computer science training, I do that during the training. Addition, talk a little bit about the blue bots with Mr. Allen, and then the Osbots as well. So you have your history, okay? So you can see the history of who played what game that you had launched. So the last one I played was Guess This Food, and it was with a group of teachers, and it was quite hilarious. When you click on this, go to history, you get some actual stats. So I can see that 80% was correct. So to me, that's mastery of class. It's 80% mastery. You see the date. You had 12 players. You have 491 correct answers, 120 incorrect. And you can download statistics. So RTI, grades, things that nature, documentation. If you need documentation, here you go. You can download that as well. Now I can look at individual results. These are some actual teachers that played this game in one of my trainings the other day. And if I click on them, you can see this person got 82% correct. And you see a little bar right there, and that's the total amount of gold they created or collected. So if you click on it, it goes deeper and it shows you which ones they got incorrect. Now, some questions, they may have multiple chances. So that's why you would see 0 out of 2. They got this one incorrect twice, which probably is on purpose because I know you know what a hot dog is. All right. So, and this shows you the stats of the individual questions. So guess what? That is good if you have RTI, if you need to do some small group intervention, if you need to do some reteaching, you can actually use this to pinpoint those questions or skills that were wrong within the context themselves, okay? So then you go down to the questions and you can see overall by class, how many was correct, how many was incorrect, okay? All right. So once again, that is history. That's where you go to actually say, hey, let's look at some of the old Blookets that I did, and I want to get data from this Blooket as documentation. All right. So homework, you haven't assigned any homework assignments yet. You can assign Blooket as homework. Let's say you have Schoology. You have a LMS that your Google Classroom that you're using. Let's say we had to go asynchronous again. Lord willing, we don't. Let's say that happens again, okay? You can actually assign this asynchronously and have them do it apart from you, okay? And then you can go back and look at those statistics right here in the history after the students that took this Blooket quiz, okay? That's a good option to have. Then finally, play. So if I click on play, this allows me to join a Blooket, which I'm not going to do. But when your students see that, whenever they see play or join a game, that's where they go to put in the game code, okay? So let's go back. And now you have settings. So basically, this is my profile. You have a teacher profile. You can change and edit your information, put your social on here, connect with people, via Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, privacy policies, all that good stuff, okay? So at the bottom, if you click on stats, all right? So, and this is new to me, bottom left-hand corner, there's a little icon that says stats. You can see your Blook. That's a little Blook that I tend to use. You can unlock more Blooks, manage them, play now. And these are some actual things you have like XP, okay? You can earn clothing, or students can earn clothing to dress up their characters and make them look different from each other. All right, they can do that through playing certain games. If I click on Blooks, these are the Blooks I have access to right here, which is none I've unlocked, but I have the common ones. You can see the snowy owl over here and just the free Blooks right here. All students have access to these different Blooks automatically, okay? They're already there for them to utilize. They just select them when they play the game. All right. It reminds you of Time to Climb. If you pivot to Nearpod, when you launch that game, you select the character, same concept. So yeah, mark it right here. When your students start earning Blooket coins, they can come here and unlock packs for their Blooket, which I think is cool as well. And of course, you have news as well that shows you game updates and different things of that nature. So that in a nutshell is the whole basis of the homepage for Blooket. So now let's get to the fun part. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select a Blooket and I'm going to launch it, give you a game code so we can compete against each other and you can actually see from the eyes of a student how they play Blooket. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is go to favorites because I've favorited a couple that have been very popular. All right? And we're going to do, better yet, I'm going to do one even better for you. I'm going to go to Discover. And here's a fun fact. When you click on Discover and scroll down, you can see oceans and continent, 3D shapes, brain teachers. These are the most popular ones. So the popular picks include name the logo, guess the kids' TV show characters, name the animal, and guess their food. Disney character. These are pre-created, but they're the most famous and popular ones that they have. So we are going to do name that animal today. All right. How many animal levels we got on the Zoom call? All right. So I'm going to click name that animal. Not going to show the answers because I'm sure y'all are privy to that. But I said, what animal is this? Of course, that's a bear. Then you have a duck and different things of that nature. So this checks out to me. I want to launch this with my students. So that's what I'm about to do. Okay. So I'm going to click host. What you need to do at this point is go to blooket.com and click join the game. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Make sure you know how to get there. Once again, blooket.com. And all you do is click join the game. Okay.
So, Doc, if you host it, now they got a QR code on there too, if they want to do it with their phone or just copy that link in there once you start the host.
Yes, absolutely. When I start the host, you also have access. Thank you. You also have access to a QR code, which will pop up now. So you can scan it with your phone in case you know you have internet issues or you have issues with your computer. All right. So I have selected the Blooket we're going to play about animals. Now I'm going to select the game mode, which is going to be Gold Quest. Okay. Let's see in the chat. All right. We're good. And then I'm going to click host. So now I have name the animal, host now. I am going to do time. Okay. So I think 7 minutes is good. I think there's more than enough time for you all to get the gist of it, enjoy it. All right. So I'm going to leave these instructions in checked, or the Gold Quest settings for showing instructions, allowing late joining, and allow student accounts as well. Okay. So I'm going to click host now. So as the teacher, I am done. All I'm doing now is waiting on my students. So this is the ID. Okay. And once again, like Mr. Purnell just mentioned, you have the QR code as well. So if you're on a mobile device, if you want to scan this QR code, it will automatically lock you into the session and you can create your name in Blooket. All right. Yeah, I got the first. Oh, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all ready. Y'all ready. Y'all ready. Y'all ready. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all are ready. I could tell we got some competitive people in the session today, Mr. Purnell.
I see him joining quick too, Doc.
Yeah, I think that's a record for us. Yes. All right. So while you're joining, as a teacher, I have options. If you see a student name that's inappropriate, you can always click on it and just exit it out. Okay. I will answer students depending on their real name because you do get data from this, so you can utilize it later. And it gives them an option to say, hey, go to play.blooket.com to enter in the game ID, or you can just instruct them to go to blooket.com, just like you did, and put in the game ID that way. All right. So here's your sound over here. So sometimes I click the sound off and play my own little playlist, but I just keep it on there for today and maximize screen. Okay. So currently I have a total of 25 people. You can see here's the student counter right here, and it pops every time somebody joins. I think I see some names I know in here. What did I say, Doc? 25, 15, 25, 10, and 5?
I couldn't remember. I know it was involved. I know it included some money, some real money.
Yeah. Yeah, 25, 10, and 5. My first place winner will receive a $25 Amazon gift card digitally today. I will need your email. Second place will receive a $10 Amazon gift card. Third place will receive a $5 Amazon gift card. All right. Because I like to make it interesting. Now, of course, for your students, you will supply the actual incentive if you're going to use incentives as well. Make it even fun, make it more challenging. So we have 25 people. Are we ready to go?
Is there anyone who wanted to join who couldn't join?
Yes, let's make sure. Can anybody have an issue joining?
Don't see anything.
Yes. Kincaid is having issues joining.
Miss Kincaid. So, Doc, would you do me a favor? Will you copy that where it says copy join link right there? Oh, it's no problem.
Come play.blooket.com.
The other one underneath the yes. Copy that and then put that in the chat, and that'll go directly to it.
All right. So the actual link is in the chat. If you click on it, it should take you straight to where we are now.
Exactly. It will take you directly in there. So try that.
And that's another good tip to know. If you have students that have issues joining, you can just click like I clicked right here, copy the join link, get them the direct link to the Blooket that way. And I will give you a couple more minutes. You'll notice that it did ask you to select the Blook. Those are called the Blookets. Those are different little animals. So basically, there's some games that allow them to earn money to buy clothes for those animals and customize them as well. So you have different things within the depth of using it as well to keep them engaged. I see some of y'all changing your Blookets. You can actually change them as well.
It look like that helped too, Doc. I see 3 more people have joined.
Yes. Someone said if you have max number. Yes, each game has a max number of participants. See, I'm not quite sure what this one was. I can look it up and come back to it. All right, going once. Going twice. All right, so as a teacher, I'm going to click start and you're going to see some prompts. I want you to look at your screen, concentrate on your screen. I tell my students, especially high school, I say, don't get lost in the sauce. So I'm going to try to look up front to see who's in the lead, jumping each other, and they get messed up on what they're doing. So try to focus on your screen, okay? I'm going to click start. Answer questions. You will select the chess. You will collect gold. You have the opportunity to take gold from others. Most gold after 7 minutes wins. So good luck. All right. On my teacher screen, I keep up with everything. And sometimes I do the play-by-play. Be a little messy with it. I might say, ooh, somebody stole from such and such. All right. And you can keep up as well. But like I said, try not to focus on it too much. Media girl just took A from Carter quick. We just started the game. She already stealing, y'all. Oh, look at Carter. She swapped with Kristen Moss. So you see, it's interesting to get started just like that. All right. And I can see the total number of gold or amount of gold that's collected too. That lets me know, hey, mastery is taking place as well. Okay, Mr. Bush, you said the pictures won't upload. Taking as well. Y'all are active already. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all just taking already. I know we all have competitive students within our classrooms. So this is great for that engagement, especially if you're doing a test review. If you're doing any kind of review on content, you can find a Blooket already created and launch it that way. Woo, Caswell just bumped somebody all the way down. Go ahead, girl. Mo's in the lead. Nope, somebody took Caswell right back down where she was. I see Mo still in the lead. Sarah Beth. Sloan, okay. Y'all going at it. Woo! Not all the way down to the bottom. Okay, it's Jane, I see it. Just something about that switch. Now, some of y'all might get smart and try to wait. It's going to force you to do an option if you do that. So I'm just letting you know. All right, we have 5 minutes. We're at the 5-minute mark. Okay, this one is active. Yeah, this is more active.
Yeah, it's moving.
It's moving. All right, Claudette, I see you in the lead. Linda and Tia. Woo! Knocked all the way down. All right, Pippi in the lead. Sarah Beth, Linda. That just changed. Mark in the lead. Claudette and KB. Look at Caswell coming back. All right, Caswell, I see you. Media girl, Claudette. Tia. Swap goal with Caswell. Right back up there. Ciao. So I can actually go down and see. Yeah. And so if you need to remove a student for a game for whatever reason, here's a fun fact. You can just highlight the name and click 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Three-minute mark. We're at the 3-minute mark. Y'all still going strong in the 51. Okay, 51,000. I see it. Okay, Elena, Alana, Sloan. See y'all battling it out. I wish I could hear y'all. Y'all really should come off unmute so I can hear some of y'all comments.
Oh, so yeah, somebody said their pictures won't upload. Sometimes I have the device that you're on. Right. Those pictures won't upload.
Yeah, I would definitely make sure you're doing it from your desktop or your laptop. If you still have an issue with that, definitely look into that. We are coming up on the 2-minute mark. Pernell, after we're done, I'm going to ask that you, for those 3 people that are the winners, if we would just get their emails, I'm going to ask them to type it in the chat.
Okay.
And that way we can keep them with it. I can send those cards. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Woo, y'all just got down to the bottom. Okay, I see it, Claudette. Carter, never mind. Hook. Sarah Bear, Kristen Moss. Who is it going to be? It always comes down to the wire. On this particular game mode, it always comes down to the wire. You can have somebody at the bottom, swap with somebody at the top, and in the game, it's hilarious.
Yes, you definitely want to play to the end.
Yes. Okay, Mo. Oh, is it? Everybody tied. Okay, never mind. Okay. That was different. 59 seconds left.
Play to the very end.
Play to the end. Oh, we just had a B shift up top. Okay. Carter. Tia. Oh, yeah, got a lot of activity. Oh, we got a lot of activity now. Look at y'all. Some of y'all think y'all slick. Now, I told you he was going to make you play.
What they do, Doc?
I saw a lot of zeros down there at first, but now don't too many people have, which means they were trying to wait. Or somebody lost all their gold. That could happen too.
Oh, yeah, because you can lose your own.
Yep. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see. Okay. And hit it, girl. All right. Woo! Good job. Those are your first, second, and third place winners. All right. Media Girl, you will receive a $25 Amazon gift card digitally. Sloan, you will receive that $15 gift card. Trinicia, you will get the $5 gift card. I hope I said that. Trinita, you get that $5 gift card. So, you know what? I hope y'all enjoyed that. Thank you so much for playing. If you all would put your emails in the chat. Oh, someone said
Yes.
that was fun. That was fun. Good job. Yeah. Listen, that is just one of 9 different game modes I believe that Blooket has, okay? And this is catered towards all grade levels if you ask me. Like I said, you have some other ones we looked at as well, like Crypto Hack, which is a little bit more advanced, but those middle school and high school, they love it. All right, and it's very competitive. All right, girl, I will need your email in the chat. Sloan and Trinita, I will need all your emails in the chat.
Yes, get those emails in the chat for us.
Okay, I
Some
see
people
Sloan.
said this was really fun. Good. And it's any content, because even go back to what you said too, Doc, if the content is not available, you do have the option of creating your own Blookets.
Yes. Yeah, you can create your own Blooket from scratch, like I said. If you want to do your own multiple choice, open-ended questions, all those are available. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in depth about that a little bit too before we get off. All right. So first, make sure I turn these in. Okay.
Did you get them, Doc? You got them? I'll get them to copy them.
Yeah, copy from. I'm writing them down.
Okay.
Some of these might be some of your people, Pernell.
Say it again.
I said some of these might be your people from your region.
I had to look.
Somebody said this was fun, but it raised my blood pressure. Listen. It happens like that, okay? It happens. All right, so here's your final standards. Of course, you get the little podium. So now you click on View Report. It breaks down what we just did. Name the animal, today's date, the percentage, 29 players, correct answers, incorrect answers, and you can download the actual report. So if I look at Media Girl, I'm clicking on yours since you were the winner. You can see that she had a very good showing on hers. What animal is this? Oh, okay. I can see how you might miss that one. I can see how you miss this one too. All right. But it shows you in depth what the actual child or student did. All right. That's hilarious. She said, "Made her blood pressure." All right. So somebody mentioned that. Let's go to my sets. So this is the one I actually created. I'm going to hit the edit button. Once you save it or create one, you can hit the edit button. Or let's do this. If you click on create, here you go. You can do a cover image, drag and drop, upload a picture file or URL. You can do a title and description, okay? So you also have privacy settings. You can make it public or keep it private just for yourself. And then you can do creation method. So let's say somebody gave me some topics earlier. I think one was counting coins and one was a math topic. Can't remember what it was. Can't remember what the math topic was, but okay. So
hold on, I look back up for you.
Okay. And I'm gonna use this as an example in regards to creating your own Blooket and then just launching one. So you can see what options you had when you created. Was it algebra?
They just said math. You had one that said geometry.
Geometry, there's a word. Okay, geometry. All right, so let's say geometry, you can add a description, you can upload a cover file, and you can do a creation method, which is manual, a Quizlet. If you have a Quizlet created or a Quizlet that you copied, you can upload that, or CSV, which is your the actual Excel spreadsheets, things of that nature. So I'm gonna leave it on manual and click create. So now here we are, okay? You come up here, you can do a question bank from what you already have saved. You spreadsheet import, or I can start adding questions. So as you add questions, these are your options. You got the time limit that's set on how long, how many seconds. You can randomize the order, and you can select what kind of question. You have the option of multiple choice or type in the answer, okay? So fill in the blank. How fill in the blanks work. If it's not exactly the way that you have put it in there, then they might not get credit for it. So multiple choice is a safe bet. So you even have images, you have the math content, the equation editor for those math people out there. If you want to do equations, you can this way. If you want to add audio, you have students who listen to the questions, okay? You can add audio. And here are your question choices. So basically, you can type in the answer. You type in your question here, and then you type in the answer. And that's it, y'all. That's all there is to it. All right, so then you will hit save, and your question will pop up right here. And you can save the set. Then when you're done, you can launch it like a regular Blooket game and pick the game that you want to go along with your content and play it that way. All right? Let's see, any questions? Can you edit one that you find was already made? Okay, so great question. So you can do that with the paid version. All right. So this is free, of course, but the only stipulation is you can find them, but I don't think you can edit them unless you have the paid version. Most
Right.
of them are good enough to use and you have enough to choose from. But yeah, I think that's one of the stipulations. Great question. Great question. Okay, I discover ocean and continents. You can't copy it. I think you can copy it because I think mine's a paid version, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you can copy it and edit it, but yes. All right. So when I hit on my favorites again, let's just say I want to name that logo really quick. And I wanted to host. Of course, y'all don't have to log in for this one, but I wanted to show you Crypto Hack. You got them high school students and middle school students. Trust me, try it with them. If you have time tomorrow, if you have something that you're reviewing that you want to do with them in class, give them Crypto Hack and see how they do it. I guarantee you that you'll be pleased. So let's look over that. That's a good question. How much is paid? Let's see settings. So here's a subscription. Let me go to edit. Okay, I pay $4.99 a month. And I can be real with you. That's what I pay. And from the way I utilize it for PDs and in-class demonstrations, that's fine with me. I can pay $5 a month.
And is it cheap if you pay? Does it have another way of playing Doc? I don't know.
Let's see the other plans. I know they do have other plans.
Okay. It's okay. I thought.
Yeah, they do have other plans on here. Let's see.
I'll look it up too.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
But they're relatively cheap though. Okay, here they are. All right, so level the classroom, you have the $2.99 per month. Plus, you get all the features, enhanced game reports. You can copy and duplicate sets, which means you can also edit as well, up to 300 players. So then you have Plus Flex, which is $4.99. With this, I think that's the catch for now. You can pay monthly with the $4.99, but the $2.99 they're going to bill you in advance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's $36 a year, okay, which is $2.99 a month. Of course, for free, you get unlimited sets and edits. Actually, it says you can edit. You can edit on free, which is
That's
good.
new.
They updated that because I could have sworn you couldn't.
No, you couldn't at first.
They must have just changed that. So y'all really don't even have to buy it if you need to, honestly. You can edit the game.
But I don't know if that's from copying that. I don't know, Doc. Try it. They may have to try it on the free version because you couldn't edit if you found someone's loop, you couldn't edit it. So they may want to try it, but I'm not sure.
You couldn't copy it. I don't think you could copy it.
Okay.
So you see with Plus, you can copy and duplicate sets. So that means you can copy somebody's set and then edit it.
Okay.
Yeah. So unlimited sets and edits means you can create your own set and edit it a limited amount of times. Great question. Excellent questions. All right. Anyone else have a question? All right. And so I believe that's pretty much it. Without prolonging the time, I want them to be aware of the different game modes that were available to actually play. Like I said, these are all very different in their own right, which adds a lot of different descriptions and things that students can look at to play, variety. So if I do Crypto Hack, somebody asked about the player limit. So each one has a player limit. If I click on Gold Quest, you see right here, a total of 60. So at one time, 60 students can play. All right. Bless your heart if you have more than 60 students in the classroom that's in a regular class.
Said
right.
300 for the Plus though, huh?
Yep, 300 for Plus. That's part of that pay. You get up to 300 students at one time if you do Plus. All right. So yeah, hosting Crypto Hack and all that good stuff. Yeah. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I normally enjoy it. Michelle says, so you cannot edit one that was already made. You can, but that'll be with the paid version. Let me see. For instance, if I find oceans and continent and I want to take this person's, whoever this is, and edit it, if I click on copy, do you want to create a copy of this question set? I will hit yes. So now here's my copy. And you see I have edit. Now I can edit these questions. I can click on edit and I can click and change it around and do everything I want to do to it. All right. But of course, that's with my version. That's $2.99 a month version that I'm using. So there it is.
Great job, Doc.
Appreciate it. Any other questions? If there weren't, I hope you all thoroughly enjoyed it as much as I did, seeing y'all battle against each other, as I always do when I do Blooket. And if you have any questions, you can please feel free to reach out to either Pernell or myself. I'll display my information again. All right. And I truly enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, Pernell. This was fun.
Man, this was excellent, Doc. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you got plenty rolling in the comments. They great.
Oh, thank y'all. Appreciate it.